This is Crypto Update Chris with your latest crypto news update. If you're enjoying these deep dives into the biggest crypto stories, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay in the loop. Now, let's get into it. Today, we're unpacking major developments on the regulatory front in the US that could have a profound impact on the crypto space. First up, there's a new crypto rule coming out of the Biden administration, which seems poised to bring the entire industry under full IRS oversight. This move targets tighter control over crypto transactions, aiming to close the tax gap by requiring platforms to report more detailed user data. The proposed changes seem to focus on increasing transparency, but they're also raising significant concerns about privacy and the potential stifling of innovation. The regulation is part of a broader push to treat crypto as a taxable asset akin to traditional financial instruments. That means exchanges, wallet providers, and even some decentralized platforms could be required to report activities to the IRS, potentially creating a chilling effect on user participation. On one hand, this could lead to greater legitimacy and wider adoption if crypto becomes a more regulated and understood asset class. On the other hand, many in the crypto community see this as a violation of the decentralized ethos, which values autonomy and anonymity. Adding to this, the US Treasury has proposed new rules aimed squarely at the DeFi space. The regulations would tighten tax compliance requirements for decentralized platforms, which have historically operated in a more loosely regulated environment. This marks a clear effort to extend traditional financial oversight into the decentralized world, which could be a game changer. Unlike centralized exchanges, DeFi protocols often pride themselves on being autonomous and not tied to any one jurisdiction, but this could force them to rethink their models. What's fascinating here is how these two efforts intersect. For centralized platforms, adapting to these regulations may be costly, but manageable. However, for DeFi, these proposals could disrupt the entire ecosystem. Many DeFi protocols might struggle to comply because of their decentralized nature. There's often no centralized entity to handle compliance. This raises questions about enforcement and whether regulators are prepared for the technical and jurisdictional challenges they're about to encounter. A key issue in both cases is privacy. For years, crypto has attracted users because of its promise of anonymity and financial freedom. These new measures could make it harder to maintain that privacy, as users will face greater scrutiny on their transactions. While this may deter illicit activities, a primary goal of the regulations, it might also push some users toward alternative, less regulated markets or privacy-focused currencies. Comparing these two moves, it's clear that the Biden administration's rule is a more comprehensive effort to bring the entire industry under traditional financial oversight, while the Treasury's focus on DeFi reflects a narrower but equally significant attempt to regulate a rapidly growing corner of the market. Both, however, represent a shift in the regulatory landscape that could have ripple effects far beyond US borders. Other governments may take cues from these efforts, potentially leading to a more globally coordinated regulatory framework, or a fragmented landscape where crypto innovation migrates to more lenient jurisdictions. These developments highlight an ongoing tension between fostering innovation and enforcing compliance. Regulation is not inherently bad. It can create trust and stability, but overly restrictive rules could stifle creativity and drive developers and users to less regulated markets. The balance between oversight and innovation will be critical in determining how these measures shape the future of the crypto space. To sum it all up, the US is clearly doubling down on crypto regulation, and the stakes couldn't be higher for the industry. Whether these rules ultimately lead to a more mature and sustainable ecosystem or push innovation into the shadows will depend on how they're implemented and received. As always, remember that nothing here should be considered financial advice. Stay informed, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next update.